So let's start talking about Bryce, now that I've talked about Joe. Okay, so I did meet Bryce, I told you, when Joe was at the Bluesgrass Festival. And, he was just very easy to hang out with. I really appreciated, I don't know if it was game or not, but if it was, I really appreciated it because it was he just sat back and he's like patient, He has his little grumpy moments, but he's patient. So he just let things culminate the way that they were going to, and I was like, I really appreciate this. And he ended up, I don't know. I ended up being like, this guy is really cool. I like this guy. This guy's cool. He showed maturity. He showed traits of being a man. Wisdom and again patience and being grounded. And he was very comforting to be with. And another thing I liked about him is he was very reassuring. He was very complimentary and he didn't hold back with his affection and everything, and it really didn't irritate me. Sometimes affection can just be like, yeah, but I really liked it a lot, and I really enjoyed being affectionate towards him and the same towards him. Now he's going to give whatever testimony he's going to give, and actually he already gave me hints about what that would be. But I'm telling you what it was. And so anyway, I didn't know how to be homeless, and he was showing me sleep spots. So we slept in the cemetery, and then we slept on. Now, in Santa Cruz, you get tickets very easily. It's not like I could pay them anyway, but you have to be a little careful where you sleep. You do have to be hidden because the cops will harass you, which you may or may not have seen. That I did get some tickets for sleeping, or places I was sleeping, so you do have to hide. It's a little harder. So Bryce was showing me those places. Now, all you're gonna have on terms of drug use with Bryce, I did show you the pipe that we use, and I did show you that pipe had weed in it. And I did not see Bryce use any other drugs. I did take one swig of Carlo Rossi, a wine, a shit wine, in order just to be a homie, just they were doing it and I didn't want to be like a snob about it, so I was like, okay, so you might have one swig of that wine. But, I don't know if I think you were observing us in public. We were very affectionate. But he just kept stinging me, and it was waning on me. And there were two major things that happened that really turned me away from him. But I did appreciate him. He would, people were giving me the wrong eating schedule for the shelters and stuff, and it was happening all the time, and he didn't pull that. He always made sure I had the right time. And I was like, that's something. That was vigilante, and I am still really appreciative that he did that. I understand he burned me in all the other ways, but that was really fucking cool, Bryce. And, I have respect for Bryce for that. I really do. And, oh, Bryce. There was just a lot of sweetness. I know this is not the testimony he gave. I'm telling you what it was. There was just a lot of sweetness between us. And I really enjoyed my time with him. And I felt for him. I really did. I felt for him as a person, and I felt that he's a very underappreciated person. Not very popular, not horribly noticed, and I didn't understand it. This is why you really can't rely on the crowd's approval for anything, because I felt he was overlooked as a person quite a bit through his life, and it just didn't make any sense to me. So what else can I tell you? So we did sleep in those different places, and there's a Mexican food place that gives out free food to the homeless. It's called Beans and Rice for Jesus Christ, and so sometimes we would go to that window and get that. And he did. Okay, well, he did a few things that really bothered me. One, we were sitting on the sidewalk and we had some pot and we were gonna smoke it, and we did, and then this like totally overdone makeup hooker, straight crackhead, came up and started like grinding on this guy. And I was really uncomfortable. I was like, look, I don't need to be here for this. And then I realized, wait, this is a setup to make it look like I'm affiliated with this person. And then I got really like irritated because I realized it. And then Forrest walked by, that hippie, like exuberant hippie with a little cutie pie with the beard and his dance pants. Anyway, so he walked by and was like, hey, do you want to go smoke a bowl? And I was kind of irritated at Bryce at the time because I knew he was setting me up to be a hooker in that moment. I was like, sure. And so I went around the block. You can say we hooked up. We didn't. We just smoked a bowl and talked. And then I came back and Bryce was like, well, that took a long time. And he tried to hug me, and I was mad at him because of what he just did. And so I just ran away. And I got on the bus, and that was that. And another time, I told you just to hit me in the face. They're gonna cite some bullshit reason for that. They can't prove it. Not like literally nothing happened. I just walked up and was like, hey guys, I'm all stoned and happy. And they started attacking me. You're old, look at your skin, you're old, blah 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 blah. And I was like, you're an asshole. And I was like, suck my dick, what the fuck? Like what? I come out all happy and that's what you're saying? And then boom, she hit me in the face. And Bryce didn't do anything, and none of the boys did anything, and I was just like, I have no respect for this. And so this is where I started being like, I really enjoy being around Bryce. I can't do it. And so anyway, and then we had that little argument because he was like, I need to get laid. And then that was that. And then I was like, okay, well, why don't you go do that then? Because you know I can't do that. And then he was like, are you stupid? And this is in front of the cop camera thing. And then and his friend was like, whoa. And he freaked out. And then, because I knew it. He was supposed to break up with me 3 days prior. I knew it. We both knew it. And I was like, don't do it, you know? But it was too complicated. This is why I don't hang around people. It's just too complicated to be stung through the people you have love for, you know? It's just too complicated. And so then I went up to campus, and then he did at some point contact me after that and say, hey, I want to come up to campus. And I was kind of trying, I think he was like, what's with you? Because I was like, he's like, I have a 10, blah, 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 blah. And I was kind of trying to tell him, yeah, but don't expect to like, that you're going to get laid or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, and so I was kind of trying to doghouse him just because I didn't want him to come up with the expectation we're going to share a tent. Like, fine, but like, I enjoy your company. Yeah, I have love for you, but like, don't come up with just like, oh, we're all dandy now. And so even though I already knew he had a tent, I was like, hey, I found an extra tent for you. I did, because it was in that giveaway pile. And then he's like, what's with you? And then when I saw him from here on out, he like pretended to be afraid. And I was like, this is such crap, man. This is such fucking crap. And so the last thing I ever said to Bryce was namaste. So, namaste, Bryce.